Hi, everybody. So, I want to talk about the twin flame journey. So, I actually have had a really hard time believing in twin flames, but I kind of do now. I do now. Um, so, what I believe the twin flame is like it's your soul tribe. Anybody that's in your soul tribe, you all vibrate to the same frequency, but I think that a twin flame is more like you have the same oversoul, the same vibrational frequency signature. And so you're still two separate souls, is what I believe. But you share the same frequency, the same soul song. And so when I met my boyfriend a year ago, the synchronicities were crazy right off the bat. That is one of the biggest things. And also, a lot of times there'll be a big age difference or something like that. So my boyfriend's 14 years younger than me. And that I had to get used to in and of itself. But when we first met, my sister introduced us. It was really strange because I haven't talked to my sister in like 20 years, and then I started talking to her. I have quit talking to her again. She's rather toxic, but I met him through her. And that was meant to be. And when I met him, he had already been watching my videos like on YouTube. He knew who I was. He didn't know that I was her sister. And I go by Psyche says 333, and he had 333 tattooed on his arm. Like that was our numbers. Our emails were both our first and last name, 333. So there's synchronicities, and also before I met him, I started seeing 4-4 all the time, 644, 1044, like 1144, and a lot of 1111, which is the twin flame number as well. So the synchronicities were there. We met. This is how I knew, because all my life I have always said I'm homesick. I want to go home, but I didn't know what home was. And when I met him, I felt like I'd gone home. I felt like I was home. And we have been tested. I had a drinking problem. It separated us. We had turmoil. We got separated for 2 months. I wanted to die. I did not want to live life without him. It was our own choices that caused that, but they were divinely guided. Like, he got ripped out of my life. It was devastating. I was in anguish. I didn't even know how to react. I didn't even know how to grieve. I didn't know anything. I was frozen in anguish. And we fought to get back together, and we realized people want us separated. People are not happy. They're interfering, and we are delicate. And we prioritized ourselves and put ourselves first, and we have been tested and tested and tested, but we put in the work. And I've never had so much laughter and joy in my life as I do with him. He is so funny. I've never laughed so much. He likes how weird I am, and I am a weirdo. But the thing about twin flames is they offer you more potential for growth because they mirror you, and they cast light on your shadow. So here's the thing. In the 3D world, you have polarities, light and dark. In the 5D, it's all together. Like, they're not polarities. So you encompass just as much dark as you do light. It is about choices. What do you choose to display through your actions, through your feelings? Your lighter side or your darker side? Because you all have equal amounts. What are you displaying? What are you choosing to live on the side of? And so I have chosen to really live on my light side. And my boyfriend had been in prison, and I was like, what am I doing with this guy? Like, and he didn't have a job when I first met him, and all these other things. And a voice kept telling me, it's not where he's at, it's who he is. So I loved him, and I inspired with potential. I inspired his potential. I inspired him. And in my healing, it causes his healing. And we both have to put in the work. And it's painful, but it's worth it. He is now choosing so much more of the light and learning to love himself and learning to look at that darkness and those limiting beliefs and those traumas and release them and learning to love himself more. And that's a beautiful thing. It offers you more opportunity for growth than any other thing. And I know there are karmic relationships and there are soulmate relationships. And in both of those relationships, they can be family, they can be platonic, they can be romantic. But the twin flame is always a romantic relationship. And so now I'm starting to believe, we can be a divine masculine, divine feminine, divine power couple that can help enrich and give back and help others. And we just have to make the choice that that is the journey we want to embark on. And it is. And there's so much creativity and so much fun. And there's a bee by me. Oh, crap. Go on. Okay. So, oh my gosh. So, the twin flame journey, it's not for the faint of heart, but it's certainly worth it. And I'm so grateful that I have him in my life. And one other thing I do want to say really quickly, where I live more in the ethers and more on the spiritual side plugged in, he has navigated this earthly 3D side. He's aware of his surroundings. I'm aware of my feelings, and we really complement each other and protect each other that way. And it's amazing. I love you, everyone. Have a good day.